Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm Jessica Abernathy, and with me today is Trisha Montgomery, and you're listening to Pets Are Family. Welcome.
Hi, Jessica. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. You look
Hey.
pretty. I did the casual look today. I mean, I almost look like I rolled out of bed, but I really didn't. I actually planned this. But it looks very casual.
I think you look lovely. It's just funny because, if I were to stand up and you would see me from the whole package, not so much in the bottom end, I probably workout clothes in the bottom. That's the beauty of Zoom though. And, working remotely and doing all these things remotely, that from waist up, I'm really good, and I just put a different shirt on.
No, I've got jeans on. I got dress shoes on. I mean, I'm dressed. You know what I mean? But
I'm dressed. My bottoms just may not match the top look because I may have my Lululemons on below me because me, I'm working out. Yeah, and I love this. It's great.
I did it in gray, blue, pink, green. I had to do multiple colors.
I love that. I love it. I like that, guys, and you're seeing like the multiple transitions of us at home. And so just know that you don't always have to look at us because I know that you want to, but you can listen on Spotify, you can listen to us on Apple, you can hear us on Google Play, and wherever you can get your favorite podcast, that is where we can be found. But I know you want to look at us, so we've been playing with backgrounds. So I think last time it was like a crazy, wacky background that you did, and we just like, okay, we're going to jump into that one now. And then we had the sauntering beach scene with John Lascano on the very end of his. So yeah. Who knows?
That was because we had to do the tail end of my vacation. We had to throw my vacation story, which wasn't a vacation. You know that.
Not a vacation at all. You were with some of your people on your husband's side in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, excellent. Hey, Jessica, let's talk a little bit about some things that are coming up. You and I are going to be at Super Zoo.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we are going to be at Super Zoo, and I am so excited about that because, guys, we're coming at you. We're going to be coming after you, and we want to get some new guests in here. We want to talk to you as sponsors. If there's anybody that knows anybody that's going to be at Super Zoo, or if you're going to be at Super Zoo, let us know because we want to meet you. We want to meet you in person. We want to talk about what you really want to hear. And also, we're always looking for shout outs. We've got some beautiful sponsors here, but we're always looking for more people, right?
Yeah, we're going to be walking around, talking to everybody. We're also going out there to help support some of the people that we know and love too. So
we are a shout out to those people. We've got Mutt Gut, one of our beautiful friends that are going to be there. Mutt Gut, booth number 3665. We have Green Line Pet Supply. What is booth on that, Miss Jessica?
I knew you were going to do that, and I don't know her booth number. Oh my gosh.
Green Line Pet Supply. You guys remember Jennifer was on with us for an amazing podcast, and sustainable, and it does matter when those labels say something, and making sure
only landfill biodegradable poop bags. The only landfill biodegradable poop bags.
And that Green Line Pet Supply is, I have to say, Todd and Jennifer are outstanding. They're just incredible people. And then our friend Tanya Hart and Augie Bones are going to be there too, booth number 2373. We're going to be there too. And so we've got some really amazing people. As you know, Mutt Gut is all about microbiome. That's pre, pro, and postbiotics. And the only 3-in-1 microbiome support system for cats and dogs with kitty gut and mutt gut. Booth number 3665. And Augie Bones is the only non-toxic, sustainable, plant-based, yummy, tough dog chew toy in 3 sizes, 3 flavors: mega, mighty, and mini. And that's coming in bacon, turkey, cheese, and beef. So excited about that.
You can't sell that at all, could you? You know what I mean?
I cannot sell that at all. But today we are excited because we're bringing on somebody, because Jessica, you're going to be at an event coming up here August the 12th. Talk about that event.
I am being blessed to go to Speedway, Indiana. So for those that don't know what, yes, for those that don't know what Speedway, Indiana is, I'm going to the Indy 500, basically. I'm going to go to Brickyard. For those that are not NASCAR fans, basically, and for all those race car fans, which I grew up in this world, you know what I mean? I'm basically going to the race cars. I'm going to NASCAR. So I get the pleasure of going to the NASCAR races. So I'm going to Brickyard, and the race car drivers are helping support the a rescue there, and it's called, help me with it because thank you.
It's Indiana Cat Rescue and Dawn, and they're just absolutely amazing group and absolutely phenomenal at what they do. They focus on TNR, feral cats, and really creating a spay neuter program for them, and really saving the lives of these cats.
Right.
Great.
And the event itself is called Rock the Cat Box, right? I knew the event, yeah. But I think her rescue is called Indy Pet Cats. That's what it is, Indy Pet Cats. Yeah, and I'm going to the event. So they're going to have 4 bands. They're going to have a bunch of race car drivers. They're going to have a bunch of people there and stuff like that, which, my sister who's in Florida, shout out to my sister, who also runs a rescue down there, which, we'll have to have her on one day. She runs a Newfie rescue, which, everybody can't figure out why she has Newfies in Florida, but, they are popular. She's like beyond jealous.
Invite her. Invite her. I think you get special tickets because you're going to be with Zachary Tinkle and
I do have VIP tickets.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, she's having back surgery. She's having back surgery like 5 days later, so she can't get on an airplane. So,
yeah.
So she's beyond jealous. So next year she asked me if she could be my date, and I said, of course. So,
yay!
So I'm very excited because it's a lot of fun. It's, for those folks that are into racing, this is a great event. It's a great, it's a great way to support animals. It's a great way to support the racers. These folks, everybody looks at the race world and they just think that they're a bunch of, guys that just sit around and drink beer and do nothing. But it's actually a good old boys club. It's a lot of money and they don't know what to do with their money. And a lot of these guys give to charities, and they give to the charities that they like. And thankfully, they have great wives that are all into cats and dogs. So, you know what I mean? So drag your husband out there and get him involved in these cat and dog events. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Yeah. So, and we got that introduction because we, of Lauren Dar, beautiful friend Lauren Dar, and Zachary Tinkle. And then Dawn created this event, I think a couple years ago, or maybe this is the second year that she's hosting it for Rock the Cat Box. And, I am excited. So let's bring her in.
Yeah, let's go.
Dawn, hello. How are you?
Hi, how are you guys? Good to see you, Trish, Jessica.
Oh, good to see you too. We're so excited. We kind of just did this, very quickly here because we have a really big event coming up with you. And I'm going to turn it over to you. Talk about what is happening at Indy.
It's Speedway. Sure. Yeah. Well, Speedway is part of Indianapolis and Marion County, and our organization, Indy Neighborhood Cats, had a volunteer last year who needed help with an outdoor cat. He and his wife had a porch cat that was really not doing well, and they started volunteering for us after we got help for that one cat. They started trapping cats in their neighborhood, and it turned out that Jason was the drummer for a band who won a Grammy Amplifier Award in 2017 called American Bombshell. And he offered to do a benefit concert for us last year that was kind of a rock themed benefit. And I thought to myself, could we even do a hard rock concert for cats? I mean, is that a thing? And so this year we're doing it on Brickyard Weekend in Speedway at Big Woods. We have 4 bands local to Indiana that will be playing, and we have outdoor and indoor seating. Prices are really inexpensive. We're going to have some NASCAR people there from the ARCA series. We're going to have a lot of rock bands. We're going to have Rich Hardesty from Southern Indiana. He's kind of known in Brown County for his music and supporting animal welfare. And it's going to be a good time with good music, good food, and for a great cause.
And Dawn, that event is Rock the Cat Box. Is that correct?
We named it Rock the Cat Box. That's right. So, and not Rock the Casbah, as we all know that song from back in the 80s. But yeah, it's going to be Rock the Cat Box, Saturday, August 12th from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Big Woods Restaurant and Speedway. We have about 150 seats open. Lots of different types of bands. We've got Rich, who's a little more kind of a singer, songwriter with his guitar, and we've got some high octane bluegrass with Union Suit Rally, Gypsy Harbor, and of course ending up with American Bombshell. So we're super excited about it. You know, we have, since the pandemic, we have had the hardest time in animal welfare catching up. And, you know, partners like the American Association of Pet Parents don't seem organic to an organization that helps outdoor cats, right? Those are unowned cats out there in the neighborhoods. But we're finding so many house pets that were left behind during the eviction moratorium when that was lifted after COVID. And our caretakers are finding these cats that are disheveled, they're confused, they don't know how to live outside because they had indoor homes their entire lives. And so we just think cats are different. I think we have to look at cats not as owned or unowned, but where do they belong? Because for millions of years, they were always outdoor animals.
Right.
And we brought them inside, made them pets, and now we're trying to force them into being indoor pets that need homes. And outdoor cats, that is their home. If they're born out there and they're fixed and vaccinated, then we have a good life here. We start to have a sustainable sheltering system to help the animals that we're finding out there that are abandoned and lost that really need it. So every animal we can keep out in the community, fixed and vaccinated, leaves all of that space for the animals that really need our sheltering system.
Oh gosh, Dawn, that just, I mean, that literally brought chills to my body of what you just said and how very important the work that you guys are doing there. I commend you. I mean, just beautiful work. I was a former CEO for Paws Humane Society out of Columbus, Georgia, and we had a community cats program. And I know how hard it is. And I know how hard it is to educate. I know how hard it is to influence the community, to let them know about the different programs and how important that is. And cats don't have a place. They really don't. And to say that, you know, where do they belong? They don't really know where they belong. And I love that you've brought that up. And gosh, you're just doing such amazing work there. And you guys, I think small shelters suffer. I have to say that because a lot of the bigger names that have the donor list behind them or have the recognition of the names or something like that, they get the donations, and the national organizations get these donations. And that, in my humble opinion, I'm probably going to slam, that's not fair, because it's local. Local is the ground, the roots. That's the ground, you know, boots on the ground effort and in the trenches every day that you guys are doing. And just, again, thank you for everything that you're doing.
Well, we certainly appreciate it. And, you know, there are national TNR organizations, but, you know, we serve 1 million residents here in Marion County. So last year we fixed and vaccinated, trap fixed and vaccinated about almost 2,400 cats.
Wow.
We're hoping that we can exceed that this year, but in all honesty, with 1 million residents, we need to be at about 5,000 or 6,000 every year to make a huge impact. Over 15 years, we need sustained trap neuter return that's strategic, which, you know, we can get into another time. But You know, just looking at the behaviors of cats, our job is to get those adults fixed, get the kittens into shelters and rescues so that they can go into homes and stop the breeding cycle. And we can't catch up. We've had 9,000 more cats since 2020 that have not entered our sheltering system that needed it. In
Exactly.
years prior to COVID, you know, our intake numbers at our city shelter were much higher, and they're only on moving into managed intake, which I understand.
Right.
They've been in emergency mode, however, for the last 16 to 18 months.
Mhm, mhm.
And that is just, it is devastating the number of cats outside. It's hurting the public because the public doesn't understand why TNR isn't working.
Right.
And it does work. It is working, but we have all of these other factors. And so our biggest problem is funding. We need the
Yeah.
money to spay neuter those animals. You know, we have 20 core trappers for 1 million residents. We
Mhm.
try to help people that can help themselves, but we can only do that with a certain dollar amount. And so we're hoping that with Rock the Cat Box, we believe that we can raise $10,000. That gives us half a month's operating expenses.
Okay.
Wow.
And of those 20 core trappers, only 2 of them are paid,
Okay.
and they're paid by each cat. So we call it a bounty. So we don't have to track hours and hours worked and things. That helps people work more efficiently. And everyone else that does this work here in Marion County is volunteer.
Yeah.
I think, Trisha, I think we should have Dawn on one more time after this, because I think explaining the TNR programs, because I'll be honest with you, a lot of people don't understand TNR. Even I had a conversation with my mother recently, my mother and her people, you don't understand that, but trust me, you'll get it eventually. But my cousin lives, my mom lives up outside of South Haven, right, Michigan, and my cousin Lori, hey, she does TNR for her area. So, and she's been doing it, and she's big into TNR a lot. It does it a lot, and she pays for a lot of the fixing herself out of her own pocket. And recently my mom's one cat got out of the house, and I told her to reach out to my cousin, and because she's in a community of TNRs, and I said, reach out to them, because they're going to know, they're going to see
Sure.
Lionel is his name. I'm like, if they see this giant fat white cat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without an ear tip. Yep.
Yeah.
Right. But they're going to realize that he's probably domesticated, for the one fact that he's going to be overly scared, overly hissy, overly everything, because
Yeah.
he's been inside, and you guys know
Yep.
the cats because you've been out working with them. And my mom did not understand what TNR was. I could not
Sure.
get through to her like what you guys are doing, and I couldn't get her to understand how you know your community of cats.
Yeah.
So I really think that we should have you on again, so that you could really explain and deep dive into what this program is, how you guys work it, how you know these animals, and how it's not cruel that you're letting these animals out and staying out overnight in these weathers, and how you guys really do support them, and
Sure.
how it works. Because I think people are listening to this, and they're going to be like, wait, what? You do what? Why aren't you bringing, you know what I mean? Like, the
They
crazy.
need to all be inside.
Exactly. And I think sorry.
That's so important. And then I also, when we bring you back on next time too, Dawn, because I really want to focus on Rock the Cat Box, and I don't want to raise just $10,000 for you. I want to raise $20,000 for you.
Yeah.
So what I also want you to think about the newest little initiative that is, or the kind of newest program that has come out of AWA and HAS, Human Animal Support Services, and supported by many people, about that they're now advocating not having animals spayed or neutered before they are adopted.
Oh, yeah.
Just to adopt the animals, get them out, move those animals that they're adopting animals, and advocating for no spay and neuter. So I want you to think about that, because I've got an opinion on that. got a big opinion on that. So yeah,
I do
look-
too, especially where cats are concerned, because
Yeah.
let me tell you, nobody wants an unaltered male or female in that home.
And
Nobody.
think about the amount that they breed, the amount of cats that can be produced by one. I just
Right.
crazy. Anyway, let's talk about Rock the Cat Box.
Sorry.
Okay.
I deviated us for a moment. Sorry, but
Whoa.
I know, squirrel. I had to, because I think there's so many listeners that are not going to understand what the
Right.
importance of Rock the
Yep.
Cat Box really is. And I think that
Yep.
we need to hear why Rock the Cat Rock the Cat
Sure.
Box is so important.
So
If-
going
if I
back to
could-
that, what date is that? What is the date?
It is Saturday, August 12th,
Okay.
4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Gates
Okay.
will open at about 3 p.m. We have advanced ticket sales that you can buy online at Eventbrite by just going to rockthecatbox.com. It'll take you right to ticketing. There are tickets as low as $15 just to get in the door. We'll have a limited menu outside with some servers that are serving up some good barbecue. If you guys have never been to a Big Woods, it's excellent food. They do their own, they're their own brewery and distillery. So their
Mhm.
drinks are phenomenal. They have great beers, and we've got some really great bands that are going to be there entertaining people and drawing people in so that we can talk to them about the 4 key programs of a community cat program. We fix and vaccinate, but it comes down to shelter, feed, fix, and care. Those are our 4 key programs, and we help cats by getting together about 2,000 winter shelters every year that are distributed throughout central Indiana, not just Marion County. We make them available to all agencies that want to pick up to help cats that are fixed and vaccinated outside get through our cold winters. We have a limited pantry program where we help homebound residents access food, and we partner with Friends of Indianapolis Dogs Outside, which doesn't seem like a normal organic, partnership. But again, they have the largest pet food pantry here in Indianapolis. They help feed thousands of community cats every month. So we're there at the warehouse. We're working with those clients. And then obviously our spay neuter, which is trap neuter return program. And then we also help provide medical care to cats that are part of the program. And we can't treat them as house pets, but our job is to help give them a good quality of life for as long as it is a good quality, and educate the public, because most people don't know that cats did not go inside until we invented kitty litter. And so everybody trying to make these cats pets are not doing them they're doing them a disservice. Their bodies adjust. But anyway, you're right. I'm going back to my geeky brain, because I'm really the geek of the group.
You're
But
a couple things that I just want to ask so we can, number one, we have a national audience. This is an event in, at Speedway. If people want to just donate and they can't come to the event, or if they want to, is there a way that they can see it online and participate, or,
that's a wonderful question. We're going to do some Facebook Live. We'll have a fundraiser set up on Facebook.
Perfect.
And do a Facebook Live with Rock the Cat Box to help us reach our goal to donate. And again, we do local work here in Marion County, but our goal is to be that voice for all of Indiana. As Indy Feral once was, there was an organization that was independent and really launched the whole trap neuter return movement back in the early 2000s, late 90s. So Rock the Cat Box is just a fun night. It's not to go into any major spiels. We're going to try to put out shout outs to all of our city councilors and our mayor, and start to see all of the people that are supporting what we do, so that when we have a plan sometime mid next year for a strategic plan for our city, we've got the city council and the mayor behind us to get that funding that's needed.
And how important is that? And I want to give a shout out to the amazing my friend and yours, Lauren Darr, momager of Zachary Tinkle, Arca Menards NASCAR driver. Zachary Tinkle, we're giving you some love out there, and you have just to see him just like rock this and just grow up and do so well in his racing series. And I know he's on site at Rock the Cat Box too. You know, thank you, Lauren, for making this introduction. And American Association of Pet Parents, our own Jessica Abernathy, my partner in crime over here, is going to be at Rock the Cat Box.
I am. I'm going to be there. So, you know,
if you want to meet the team from Pets or Family in person, you can see Jessica, not me. She may have a cutout of me just in case you send me some love.
Oh, that would be great.
And we are so excited and honored to be part of this with you. Lastly, Dawn, how can folks get in touch with you? Where can they find you? And where can they find these tickets?
Awesome. So they can find the tickets at rockthecatbox.com. Really easy to remember. Rockthecatbox.com takes you right to the ticketing site. Our website is indyneighborhoodcats.org. And we're also on Facebook, facebook.com/Indy Neighborhood Cats. We're very accessible, and we can't thank the Zachary Tinkle Foundation enough for what they do for pets and supplies. And you know, as a young driver with his career just starting, knowing that that's going to be his passion, we just can't wait to see him grow and, you know, end up in the Indy 500 one day.
Yeah,
he's a
definitely
good
so. Dawn, thank you for being with us, sending you amazing amount of love. I will miss seeing you, but I know this is going to be a phenomenal event. Again, American Association of Pet Parents is going to be there. Pets or Family is going to be there. You don't want to miss this, guys. We need to send some love. We need to send a ton of money to this event. Let's get it going. Thank you, Dawn.
Thanks.
Wow, Trisha.
I
I can't wait to have the call with her. I can't. I want to teach people TNR, TNR. I know that sounds stupid, but I do. I just am excited.
It's extremely important as well as extremely exciting. You know, the educational component is so powerful and so very important. You know, coming from that rescue side and animal welfare, we had community cats program at Paws Humane Society. People just didn't understand it, and like, you know, why is their ear tip? Is that inhumane? And you know, why are you dropping them back off where they were? Well, to save their lives. You know, and what they do for the environment as well, from the mice and all the rodents, and just people don't understand. And I loved her comment that she's like, they don't know where they belong. Where do those cats belong? So I thought that she's so powerful. I mean, you're going to have such an incredible time at Rock the Cat Box. You know, that's going to be hilarious. I am so jealous of you. I cannot believe I don't get to go, but you're going to have fun. You're going to get to see Zachary Tinkle racing in the Arkham Menard series. Oh my gosh. Wow.
I will be taking a lot of pictures. I'm going to attend a lot of videos. I'm going to have so much fun.
Can you do some videos and do a live stream maybe from there?
Oh, heck yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
I will. Oh, heck yeah, I will. I'll take pictures. I'll do live streams. I'll do all that. Of course I will. You know me. I am not shy.
I know you're not. So last year, I actually got the chance to do the Talladega 500 with him. And that was so much fun. I mean, I was in the pit. Oh my gosh, it was just like a bucket list thing. And just how freaking incredible was that? I loved it.
Okay, so you know, in the beginning of this, I told you that my sister's like super jealous, right?
Yes.
So my sister keeps texting me about this because she really is super jealous. So I grew up in the race world. So my father raced motorcycles. So even as a baby, I have been at racetracks all my life. So to me, that noise is a lullaby. So the problem I have, like at the racetrack, like 4 laps in, I'm like this. And I'm like a drunkard and I'm dead asleep. I mean, it's like the best thing. It's like a lullaby to me. It's like white noise. That's how, and even at the racetrack, in the loud noise, everybody's like, how can you, you know, everybody's like this. I'm just like this. I have been to the Phoenix 500 multiple times. I've been to multiple car races, and I am the worst because I'm just like, whoever I'm sitting next to, I'm like this, and I fall asleep. I'm horrible.
Gosh, well, I think Lauren's going to find a way to keep you awake. I think Lauren's going to, and that event, there's 4 bands that are going to be at Rock the Cat.
Yes.
4 p.m. to 10 p.m. I mean, how super cool is that? Speedway Brickyard. You're going to have so much fun, and it's all for a great cause. So you guys, if you're listening to this, you don't have to be at Speedway, although you may want to see Miss Jessica. She's going to have a cutout of me. I'm sure she will.
I'm going to bring you, and I'm going to bring Bin Laden.
What a combo.
Vinny and Trish.
So if you guys want to make a donation, go to, I think we're going to put some links down below it, but for Rock the Cat Box on Eventbrite, make a donation. She's out there, and we talk about this, and we hit this, on this a lot. Animal welfare organizations are in crisis right now, and the donations simply aren't there. And right now, smaller shelters are struggling to survive, and how very important it is that for you guys just to give. And, even $5, because $5 can feed a cat for 5 days, or 10 days. I've got the number. Anyway, we'll figure that out. But I don't know. It's super important. And so just make sure, give, donate, foster, help with the TNR program, trap cats. I've trapped cats before. It is very exciting, and it's very ninja-like. It's very tiresome work. And they work tirelessly. So shout out to you, Dawn, at Indy Neighborhood Cats, and what you guys are doing and servicing the area of Indiana, and those 20 volunteers that are working for you, and just, man, you're doing good work. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Yeah, I'm excited. I haven't been to, I really, it's really interesting. I mean, I really haven't really been to like a fun event since COVID. I mean, I hate to say that, but I really haven't. I mean, I went to Super Zoo last year, but I mean, this is like a fun event. I'm like,
Yeah.
And I'm actually going to photograph it and tell people I was there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let people know I'm out in public and I'm touching people.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I'm excited. I
don't know how to take that, but I'm just going to agree with it.
I'm basically going to be hugging everybody. So I'm excited to go. So
I love that. I love that. Well, guys, thank you for sticking with us. I say this every time. You can spend your time with a lot of people, and you spend it with us. We appreciate you. Keep checking back with us. Spotify, Google Play, Apple, and just excited that you guys are here. And reach out if you have any questions for anything. Shout out to Zachary Tinkle and to Lauren Darr. Shout out to Forged and Formed. Guys, we love you. Shout out to Pet Premium. It's amazing. Ed Navarro and Taylor, we love you. And Ron, you guys are absolutely amazing. That's if they look at all insurance companies, and they really research ones that are right for you and your pet. And so they're looking at all the companies, not just one. So Pet Premium, giving you guys a shout out. Ed Navarro, you're absolutely amazing. That's all I got for this.
I was going to say, you always know I got to give a shout out to my girl, Kathy Delaney, over at NAPS, the National Association of Professional Pet Sitters. Kathy always gets a shout out. She's my girl.
Absolutely. So guys, thank you for spending it with us. And coming up here, we're going to be talking a lot more about different things. Moose's March is going to be like really ramping up here in August, September. Got a phenomenal opportunity and thing going on with Volition Veterinary. Just so much stuff is going on, but we're really focusing on Moose's March and getting pre-cancer tests to shelters and helping to find and detect cancer before it, early detection is key. And then helping out some really cool people who need our help the most through Moose's March. So we'll be talking more about that.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to let you close today because I close all the time. So
our final question for you guys: how do you make your pets feel like family?
All right. Next time. Bye.
We hope you enjoyed this new episode. And if you did, please leave us a review on Spotify or wherever you're listening to us today. If you want to reach out to us, feel free to find us on petsourfamily.net. or any of our social channels, Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn. And we want to remind you, pets are family. Have a good one. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye, guys.